Hey, Falcon and Saint fans, thanks for joining this broadcast on StAlbertSportsFan.com. Whether you're tuning in live or on the archive version, we're happy you're here at the official home of St. Albert Sports, St. Albert Sports Fan. And while you're here, be sure to check out all the other things the site offers. Photos, articles, player columns, all-time records, everything you'll need to call yourself a true St. Albert Sports fan. Remember, this broadcast and website would not be possible without all the terrific sponsors you see throughout the site. Please thank and support them just as they support us. Now it's time to sit back, enjoy the broadcast, and root on the green and gold. And be sure to tell your friends about this one-of-a-kind website, StAlbertSportsFan.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a very warm Titan Field on the campus of Lewis Central High School here in Council Bluffs. Thank you for spending your evening with us on StAlbertSportsFan.com. And for the merciful conclusion of what has easily been the strangest offseason in Iowa high school football history. More on that later. I'm Vince Rue, St. Albert Sports Fan co-founder and proud 1986 graduate of St. Albert. Alongside my broadcast partner this evening, Chad Hannon, SA class of 2002. First of all, I would be remiss not to thank owner of St. Albert Sports Fan, Joe Narmy, who invited us tonight as the usual broadcast crew of Charlie Narmy and Matt Madsen are, well, indisposed this evening. We won't say where they're at. They're waiting for apparently a bigger game to make their introduction into the season. But thank you, Joe. We appreciate the invite. And with everything that's happened since these crosstown rivals last strapped on the pads last season, it's almost inconceivable that this game is even taking place. Chad, what seems more shocking to you? That we're actually watching live high school football this evening, or that these two city schools somehow found their way into each other's arms tonight?
You know, I think for me it's probably the fact that we're actually watching football in person. With everything that's transpired since March, whether it's college football, high school football, NFL, we're actually watching a live football game in front of us tonight. And it's even better, it's two old crosstown rivals, and major props to Justin Camerad and Jake Driver for finding a way to make this work. And it should be an interesting night. Some very good players on both sides of the ball.
There really are some great players on the field this evening. Tons of coaching experience on both sides as well. And I think in talking to the coaches prior to the game, they're just so happy to be on the field playing somebody, and when there was so much question, frankly there still is, on whether the season was even going to happen or not. We will get into the reasons how these two ended up matching up, because that's a bit of a story itself. But first of all, I do want to thank for being on camera tonight, Noah Narmy. I don't know if he gets enough credit, but and also in particular Alexis Narmy, who I watched set this whole thing up this evening. I think it's going well. I guess we'd find out if it wasn't. She's nodding in agreement. Of course it's going well. So thank you, Noah and Alexis. Could not do it without them. And speaking of not being able to do it without them, StAlbertSportsFan.com has always relied on their sponsors. Best sponsors you will ever find for high school athletics. I know Joe has found that out firsthand, how gracious people are. He's looking at me with that look of appreciation right now. Yes. And don't forget, if you're not a sponsor right now, go to the website. Joe's got the package up there on the homepage. You can't miss it. Don't be shy. We are just about ready for kickoff. We're just under 3 minutes away. Chad, I don't know if you've called a football game before. If this is your first time, how you feeling? A little trepidatious?
I'm incredibly nervous right now. Probably more nervous than my playing days. I feel like I've already contributed more to this broadcast than I did in my football career. So,
Chad was a stellar wide receiver and cornerback back in the early 2000s. Tell us a little bit about that team, Chad.
You know, that was the year of we had just finished up with Mike Stuntz, Darren Heidemann, and those guys. They had just graduated, and then my senior year, we started our season out just like these young Falcons here at Lewis Central. Behind star running back Jason Indelicato, we had the Gentili twins. Coach Duggan's nephew Aaron Seitz was our quarterback. We didn't need to pass the ball much, luckily, and when we did, it went to Matt O'Connor. So,
if you don't know those names and you're listening tonight, you need to brush up on your St. Albert history, because that was a great group of athletes, not just in football, but all the way across the board. So I'm going to try to lay back a little bit tonight. You'll see the game unfold in front of you. Chad and I don't want to take over too much. However, However, we'll try to paint a picture for you once in a while because we know you've got to get up, go to the fridge, get a cold beverage, go to the bathroom, and you'll still be listening to us. Chad had mentioned the head coaches, Jake Driver, in his first year as a head coach at St. Albert, but certainly no rookie. He has been a part of the St. Albert coaching staff for, I believe, 13 years, and that is saying something. Tonight, he is at the helm, and I know it's a dream come true for him. On the opposite sideline, the host Titans of Lewis Central are led by Justin Camrad. Justin, only in his second year as the head coach at Lewis Central, but I think this is his 8th overall, as he had a nice 6-year run of playoffs at Abraham Lincoln years ago. So, we are just about ready to tee it up, and the Titans will be kicking off to the Falcons. They won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. Boston Hensley will be chipping it down the field for Lewis Central. There will be some changes as opposed to a normal game tonight. The officials will probably stop play for some sterilization, some hydration, any Asian you might think of tonight, but it's probably going to be there. And there it goes. The season is underway. Touchback for Boston Hensley, and the Falcons will start at their own 20-yard line. Welcome to this incredible 2020 high school football season. Where it goes from here is anybody's guess.
Looks like Brendan Monahan, the junior, is going to be the starter at quarterback. I know that was a question mark coming into this game. It'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Monahan had a nice baseball season for the state qualifying Falcons, and he will take his first snap ever under center in a varsity game. St. Albert comes with 4 wide. They motion the slot back into the backfield. Takes it, sweep to the right. That's going to go to number 2, Cy Patterson. Speaking of spectacular baseball seasons, Cy had one for the books. One of the greatest players in the state this year. He's going to take the handoff, only gain about a yard and a half. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Falcons. You'll see a lot of talent on the field tonight. Falcons come out. Twins to the right. They still have the slot out wide to the left. Shotgun formation. Handoff right up the gut, and it is wide open. Rumbling up the middle and up to the 42-yard line. That is number 8, Connor Cerny. And a big first down for the Falcons. That hole was huge, Chad, right up the middle.
Nice run. Get a little bit of the pregame jitters out and get a first down. We'll see if we can keep it marching here.
Are you talking about the Falcons or yourself?
A little bit of both.
I'm just kidding you. Lewis Central's middle of the defense, non-existent on that play. Blown assignment perhaps, but I can guarantee you first-year defensive coordinator Ben Mattia will have that rectified soon. There it is right up the middle again to Patterson. He's brought down rather quickly for about a 2-yard gain. Number 14 for the Titans, Nick Miller. Nick is a big boy, Danny Miller's son. Nick comes in at 6'3", 195, and if you can tell from your camera view right now, you will see that the Lewis Central team has some big bodies out there.
They sure do. You know, I think the key for St. Albert on offense is going to be how long can this line stand up against these much bigger defensive linemen.
That's a great point.
Start to wear on them.
It is very hot out there, and depth will play a role as this game goes on. Sweep to the left. Patterson found a little bit of room. Gets himself a couple more. That's going to bring up 3rd down, about 3 or 4. This is kind of a nice play for the Falcons. Find out where they're at. These are the toughest ones to get, that 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. We'll see. We haven't seen a pass yet from them. Monahan could roll out.
Things are working nicely up the middle here. You know, might be worth trying that.
I like the way the Falcons are coming off the ball strong. They do come out with twins to the right again. Same backfield set. Monahan hands it off, and the penetration right off the bat. Number 89, Caden Souther. Souther, not a small boy himself at 6'4", 220, but he came right off that edge and gobbled him up, and that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Falcons, and they'll be forced to punt. We're just underway here in the first quarter, 9 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. And Falcons will punt from their own 43. Back for the Titans is their leading return. There's a fake, unless that was a bad snap.
That looked like a bad snap to me.
It went nowhere, and the Titans will take over at the St. Albert 41-yard line.
Coach Driver looks like he's down there preaching about the fundamentals of the game here.
Are you sure that wasn't a fake? That was just not a good-looking snap there.
I'm hoping it was a fake for St. Albert's sake.
Yeah. And I wouldn't have blamed them if they'd gone for it either, but you have to execute. And
Absolutely.
First game of the season, like you said, those jitters are definitely there.
Yep.
I was going to say Pomeranke was back for the Titans to return, and now we'll see Pomeranke first time ever at quarterback for the Titans. This was certainly a question mark for them as they came into the game. They have a couple other kids who are injured that typically might play quarterback. He hands it off to Logan Katzer, who bobbles the handoff and is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got one. It'll be interesting to see how Monahan and Pomeranke handle this first quarter in particular, which one of them can find themselves a rhythm, get comfortable in the game. Lewis Central will not huddle. They will call the play from the sideline and then at the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There's a quick little getter out to the running back, the slot back, and he is tackled immediately. Looks like a loss of 1 on the play. St. Albert not fooled in the least on that.
Not at all, and this is where if you're St. Albert on defense, you have to be looking for Thomas Fedoni.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. Thomas Fedoni is a name you have all heard about, especially recently, as Wednesday night he ended what was one of the better recruiting periods in Council Bluffs history and signed with the Huskers as a tight end. They are going to give him about a 12-yard cushion there. They throw the ball right across the middle. There is Fedoni. Look out. He is going to be in the end zone. Touchdown Titans, 6-0. Great throw that time from Pomeranke as Fedoni crossed the middle. They cleared out, and he was off to the races. No one was going to tackle him. He wasn't touched till he got to the 1-yard line. Good execution on that 3rd and 10 by Lewis Central.
Now we're seeing why he is the number 2 tight end in the country there. Very nice catch, very nice run.
Hensley in for the extra point. It is dropped back there, 1 or 2 dribbles, but nice hold that time by Pomeranke. And he gets it on the tee. Hensley knocks it through, and the Titans go up 7-0. 7:44 here in the first period. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back in 60 seconds.
AvailaBank. Our name says it all. We're available 24/7. We're available to make decisions right here in the communities we serve. That quite simply is why we're called AvailaBank and why Matt Gronstall and the AvailaBankers are there for you. AvailaBank. AvailaBank, carpet and furniture of Council Bluffs. With a wide range of carpet, tile, stone, wood, vinyl, area rugs, and laminate, as well as all furniture of all types, Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs has you covered. Stop on down to Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs and let the Hughes family help you out with all your household needs. Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs. Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs.
And we are back at Lewis Central as they have struck early on a 3rd and 10 play. They hit Fedoni across the middle from Pomeranke for 40 yards and a touchdown. 7-0. You know what, folks? They're going to take a quick hydration break, and we're going to take another 30-second commercial and be back with you in just a moment.
Maher Funeral Home. Coming together after the loss of a loved one is an essential part of your healing process. Let the staff at Maher Funeral Home help you every step of the way. Maher Funeral Home. McMullen Ford. At McMullen Ford, we make it easy for you. Head on down to their South Expressway location and talk to Dan McMullen and Larry Peterson about purchasing your new automobile. McMullen Ford. McMullen Ford. At McMullen Ford.
Welcome back to St. Albert Sports Fan. I'm Vince Rue, alongside Chad Hannon tonight. Also being helped by Alexis Narmi and Noah Narmi. And Joe Narmi in the box as well, doing his KMA work this evening, if I'm not mistaken. Joe, have you called that one in yet? Texting it in.
He's tweeting away back here.
Good to know.
Tweeting away.
Good to know. Titans will kick off here. As we had mentioned, they are up 7-0. 40-yard strike from Pomeranke to Fedoni on 3rd and 10. That break was for both hydration and sanitation, I believe. They're trying to keep everything as clean as possible, as long as possible. And we appreciate that because we want this season to last.
If you ever thought you'd see a hydration and a sanitation break in a football game, you can check that off your bingo card.
Hensley to kick off from the Titan 40. Drops it down inside. Boy, that's about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Lewis Central running another string of great kickers out there. Boy, they had Caleb Shudak. They had Drake Nettles. Caleb's at the University of Iowa handling kickoff duties. Drake Nettles now will be a redshirt freshman at Iowa State kicking. Zach Shudak last year had an absolute bomb. Lane Fearfile last year. Now we got Boston Hensley. And you know who that reminds me of? All those old St. Albert kickers.
Absolutely.
Seemed like they had an all-state kicker every year. Back in shotgun is Monahan, right up the gut, and not this time, says the Titan defense. There's no doubt they made that adjustment. In on the tackle, number 73, Dylan Cook. And you will see number 72, Hunter Deo. Hunter Deo is a kid you're going to hear an awful lot about. As much as you heard about Thomas Fedoni, you may be hearing that much about Hunter Deo. He's a junior, and he's a very, very large boy. They list him at 6'3", 270, and I don't think there's an ounce of fat on the kid. He's still growing, and he already has a number of Power 5 conference offers out there. Shotgun option to the left, goes out to Patterson, and Titans are there. That is number 29, the tailback, Logan Katzer on the corner. He makes the stick, and it's going to be 3rd and long for St. Albert.
If we're being honest here, I think Hunter Dale spent most of quarantine in the weight room. He has shed some of that baby fat he had last year. He is all man now.
He's got a beard going out there, I think. He's got the longer hair. He looks like he's about 30 years old.
He's really embracing the defensive lineman thing.
Yes, he is. 3rd and 10. Trips to the right. Wide left are the Falcons. Single eye back. Monahan rolls to his right, looking downfield. Nobody there except for number 89 for the Titans. That's Caden Souther, who once again makes a big play from that left defensive end spot. Big loss for St. Albert, and they are going to be forced to punt from their own 15-yard line.
Monahan took a shot there. Good coverage by the Titans. There was nobody open.
Monahan will hopefully learn early. You just got to get rid of that at some point because you're really setting yourself up to get teed off on, and that's just what happened. St. Albert can ill afford to get anybody hurt this game. That is, I know, one of their biggest worries, just because physically they don't match up in very many spots with the Titans. Back to punt. Falcons, that's number 10, Sam Wilbur. He kind of clunks one off to the right. It'll roll out at the St. Albert 38-yard line or so, where the Titans will be back in business. Looks like at their St. Albert 40-yard line. And one of the harder things on an evening like tonight, Chad, is it's so hot. It's the first game of the season, and depth plays such a big role. St. Albert kids playing both ways. Not many Titans playing both ways.
You know, these hydration breaks are going to help St. Albert out in that regard, but you're 100% right. It's going to be tough for the Falcons to keep up with the Titans as they basically can perform line shifts. I think it's 55 on their roster right now compared to the 35 on the St. Albert roster.
Pomeranke takes the handoff, gets it to the Katzer right up the middle, makes a nice move, still going. A host of Falcons bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 30-yard line. That should move the chains for Lewis Central, and it does.
Nice run off the tackle there. Falcons just a little bit behind on the defensive line. Here come the Titans with this no-huddle offense.
Trips to the right. Braden Lofton, who I got confused with Fedoni earlier in this quarter. He's another tall receiver. Pomeranke taken down. First tripped up by Connor Cerny and then finished off. Nice penetration that time by the Falcon defense. Back to the Lewis Central receiver Lofton. He comes in at 6'5". Fedoni rolls in at 6'6". That's pretty good bookends out there.
Just add it to the list, you know?
Well, we can talk about the enrollments and so forth, but they're just some big bodies out there, regardless of what class anybody's at.
You can tell these young men are definitely putting the work in.
They are. Slow developing play in the backfield. Looked like it was a read by Pomeranke, who gave the ball to Jonathan Humpel. Humpel, a sophomore, getting some time in the backfield. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Lewis Central. A series ago on 3rd and 10, Pomeranke hit Fedoni on a crossing pattern for a 40-yard score. We'll see if they look to go to Fedoni again, who lines up on the right slot. His cousin Lucci Fedoni on the far right. Pomeranke back, looking for some room to move. He does. He slips by a couple Falcons and is able to take it up for first down yardage for the Titans.
That was a great run by Pomeranke there. There was nothing there.
Great.
The coverage was good.
Great reaction, and I agree. St. Albert had very good coverage, but he wasted no time making his decision. When he saw the daylight, he went, and I think that's what got him that extra space and a first down. 3:50 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for Lewis Central at the Falcon 16-yard line. Pomeranke in shotgun. Hands it off to Humpel to the right, looking for a little bit of room. Gets by one, and then he is met by a host of Falcons. But not after gaining himself a few yards. Bring up 2nd and 7. Lewis Central, as I said, trying to call the plays from the sideline. They have a new assistant coach this year, Donnie Wood, who is helping call the offense over there. Pomeranke takes it in shotgun. He had a running back in there. He's a little late to him, but he does get it to him eventually. Humpel makes a move, dives for the end zone, and he is going to be marked down inside the 1-yard line. I wasn't sure that play was even going to develop, Chad.
No, not at all. You know, good attempt by Connor Turney there, but they're just finding the gaps right now.
They are. St. Albert just looks as though they might be playing a man or two short at times on defense. Other times they look fantastic. But there's so much size and speed out there for Lewis Central. It's just tough to match up. Pomeranke with the quarterback sneak from the 1, and there's the score. Touchdown, Lewis Central. Pomeranke on a 1-yard dive. You know what I liked about that play, Chad, is instead of lining the quarterback up in shotgun like they've been doing all game long, they put him under center. He took the snap, and he had nowhere to go but forward.
Completely agree. There are very few things that drive me as crazy as a shotgun formation on the goal line.
Better snap, good hold by Pomeranke, and the kick is good by Hensley. Titans go up 14-0 with 2:47 left in the first quarter. They're going to take a break, and we're going to take a break on St. Albert Sports Fan.
Armor Insurance. With offices in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs, Armor Insurance provides auto, home, farm, business, life, and health insurance to fit your needs. Armor Insurance is there to protect you along the way, so give Jay Sims a call at 712-323-4959. Armor Insurance. EPCO. At EPCO, we provide quality products for commercial construction and multifamily projects. We strive to provide quality service, products, and pricing with every project we take on. Please give Steve, Joanne, or Phil Epperson a call. EPCO. EPCO. We provide Cutler O'Neill Reception Center at Walnut Hill Cemetery, featuring an indoor reception center, kitchen faculties, a large outdoor patio and barbecue center, 58 parking stalls, a funeral and cemetery planning center, and pre-need and at-need planning. Call 712-328-1579. Cutler O'Neill Reception Center at Walnut Hill Cemetery. Cutler O'Neill.
Welcome back to Titan Field, everybody. Vince Rue, Chad Hannon for St. Albert SportsFan.com. 14-0, Lewis Central with the early lead here. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first quarter. I know St. Albert defense has been on the field a lot so far, and honestly, I don't think they've been in the wrong spots. They just seem to be a little outmatched.
Would agree with that. You know, the key for the Falcons are they're going to hopefully maybe get a shot at a run back here. Lewis Central kicker has been tremendous booting it through the end zone, but a run back could give them the spark that they need to get things moving.
Certainly could. While we've got a little bit of downtime here, we have a number of fans watching the game tonight from all over. Just checking in tonight, Dylan White, Adam Goebbels, Isaiah Moore, former Falcons. Hello, guys. Thanks for watching. I do know there's some folks from Jenny Edmondson Hospital also watching. Pam Wright, Lance Wright's mom, saw her today at work. She said, don't say my name. Don't say my name. So hello, Pam Wright. Good to see you. Kathy Grody also begged me not to say her name. Therefore, Kathy, you get mentioned as well. Pam Wright, Kathy Grody. That's right, Pam Grody. No, Pam Wright, Kathy Grody. Chad's laughing. Chad says, let's play some ball. Hensley back to kickoff. If you want to check in with us, please do.
You can give me a call, or not a call, don't call me. Text me, 402-981-2630. We'd love to hear from you. That's 402-981-2630.
Ain't no doubt about that. Hensley drills another one about 8 yards deep into the end zone, and the Falcons will start at their own 20. It's hard enough to drive the ball against a stout Titan defense like this. But, boy, when you got to go 80 yards all the time, it makes it that much harder.
Absolutely is. You know, St. Albert has quite a few athletes on offense here. One big play can change the way things look, so they need to be looking for that big play on this drive.
Former Falcon Chris Hannafin was a long-time defensive coordinator for Lewis Central. He has handed the reins over to Ben Matteo, another long-time Titan assistant. And Ben has got the troops looking awful good defensively right now. And there's another example of it. As Patterson goes absolutely nowhere, Wyatt Hatcher brings him down for no gain.
No, he hit the edge right there. The Titans just swarmed him as soon as he hit it. They've got the speed.
St. Albert White whatsoever. Trying to catch your breath a little bit. Make sure the Titans aren't back on offense too quickly. I think if St. Albert wants to have a chance to move the ball, they're going to have to put it up in the air to see what Monahan can do. He takes it. Ball goes right up the middle. What do I know? Patterson looking for a little bit of room and does create a hole for himself. But still, only a gain of 3 or 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long. Patterson, the workhorse right now for St. Albert in the backfield. Another former Falcon on the Lewis Central sideline tonight is kicking coach Bill Nettles. And one thing I noticed about the St. Albert staff is every single one of them is a St. Albert graduate. Not many schools can probably say that.
It's pretty remarkable.
It is. Monahan dropping back to pass, throws a bomb. He's got one-on-one coverage and a hell of a catch. What a grab by Sam Rollis. He went up for that ball, high-pointed it against Marcus Duncan, and bobbled a little but brought it in before it was too late. Nice job, Rollis.
And there's those athletes that we were talking about. Sam Rollis, no doubt, the best athlete in that senior class. He made a play when they needed it the most.
Looks like a 15-yard penalty after the fact. Might have been a little bit of chirping. Unsportsmanlike conduct by the Titans. And that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for St. Albert at the Titan 28-yard line. Easily the deepest penetration thus far for the Falcons. Just want to say once again what a great catch that was by Rollis. And the fact that Monahan recognized he had single coverage on him, that was the best option, and he threw it up there, and sometimes your receiver just bails you out. Monahan back in the shotgun, trips to the right. He's going to throw once again. He's got single coverage once again, the same matchup, but this time Monahan throws it out of bounds. Hey, if it worked last play, why not try it again, right?
Absolutely. The text line's blowing up now. Thanks for reaching out, Justin Wanvik. Jared and Meg Youngblood, LC parents, watching the St. Albert feed. We appreciate you guys checking in.
Love it.
My study hall teacher from high school, Mr. Vogel and his wife Lynn, checking in from Arizona. Thank you both for tuning in.
We don't have to say another name. That's the end of it for the evening. Vogel's made it on. All right, we got twins to the left. 2 in the backfield for St. Albert. Goes straight up the middle to Patterson, and he is stopped for about a 1-yard gain. We are down to about a minute and a half left here in this first quarter. Titans on top, 14-0. 3rd down, 9 yards to go for St. Albert.
Now that Mr. Vogel's given me his phone number, I'd like to talk about some of those demerits in high school.
I'm sure they were well earned, Chad, well earned.
More than likely. You know, if I'm the Falcons here, maybe look at that, see what the Titans do on defense, but if you can go to Sam Rellis again over the top, this might be your shot as the clock winds down.
3 seconds on the play clock. They do get it off, it fumbles it, but he gets a little bit of room after he corrals it, and boy, there's that team speed once again by Lewis Central. Chase Wallace comes flying in from his corner spot, makes the tackle, and it's going to be 4th down and long for St. Albert from their own, from the Titan 31-yard line. 38 seconds left in the quarter, 22 on the play clock, so they're going to have to call one unless they want to burn a timeout. And they may burn the timeout and try to kick the field goal because the wind is going north to south.
Sam Wilbur, he probably has a leg for this. He's got a really nice leg. I think that he could probably give this a go.
He definitely does. Wilbur last year, he was 28 of 29 on PAT, 6 of 10 on field goals for a long of 48. They do take the timeout. Unfortunately, they're not going to get that win, so it's 4th and 13. Not a bad crowd, all things considered. I know that Lewis Central, you can see on the camera, they're kind of scattered throughout in clumps of supposedly 4.
Maybe in common format, that's clumps of 4, but the effort that counts.
The ball will be placed at the Titan 31-yard line. Coaching staff, I can see them right now discussing how you block down. And out trot the Falcons. No kicker on the field. So at 4th and 13 from the Titan 31, the Falcons are going to go for it. See what type of matchup they are looking for. Rawlis hauled in the big ball earlier this drive. He is split out wide to the right. He has single coverage, and now they're going to bracket him. Wallace moves out from his backer spot. He's going to bump him at the line, throws him in the middle. He's wide open across the middle. Does he have enough for the first down? He does. And that is a first down and a big play for the Falcons as Rawlis hits the nice little slant route across the middle. Wallace chucked him and then just let him go, and there was no linebacker there left to help. Wide open, and great decision by Monahan to drop it off to him.
Good route, good throw, better run after the catch. Sam Rawlis showing why he is such a weapon.
That's going to do it for the first period of action here from Lewis Central. Titans with a 14-0 first quarter lead, but the St. Albert Falcons knocking on the door. We're going to take a quick break and be back with you here shortly.
Taupner Peterson Law Firm. As a full-service law firm, our Iowa lawyers understand that the legal issues you are facing can be complicated, confusing, and span across practice areas. Call us at 712-325-9000. Telpner Peterson Law Firm. Telpner Peterson Glass Doctor. Whether it is home, auto, or business, a specialist at the Glass Doctors will provide expert glass repair and replacement services to fit your specific need. Give St. Albert graduate Matt White a call at 712-323-3112 to set up your appointment. Glass Doctor. Glass Doctor. Stunts Family Dentistry. At Stunts Family Dentistry, their promise is to deliver the highest quality care, great comfort and a relaxing atmosphere, and top-notch dental.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Start of the second period. 1st and 10 Falcons. Yikes. Patterson swallowed up about a loss of 2 on the play, which is unfortunate because St. Albert has all the momentum right now. They are down 14-0, but after another big pass play to Sam Rollis on this drive, they find themselves in striking distance. Out of the game goes Bennett Gronstall. In comes Connor Cherney. Monahan, the quarterback, looking for the play from the sideline. He gets it, checks that wristband. What a great invention that was for high school quarterbacks, by the way. He lines up in the shotgun with Cherney and Patterson. Whistle on the play. I did not see a flag, however. There's a flag on the far side. And it's going to be a penalty against. Waiting for the call. Encroachment on the defense. That's Humple, the cornerback out there, who must have been hitting his man over the line of scrimmage. Can't do that. Bonus 5 yards for the Falcons will bring up 2nd and 8.
Every bit helps down here.
It certainly does. And this is a big drive now for St. Albert. Really would like to punch in a touchdown if at all possible. They will be patient. That play clock keeps going quickly, however. They're going to break the huddle with only 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Monahan gets up under center, in the shotgun formation. And with 1 second on the clock, they get the play off. Goes to Patterson. He looks for a little spinorama move. He gets outside, still going. And he's finally pushed out of bounds around the 5-yard line.
Spot's a little behind on that one. Cy Patterson looked like he got down to the 3. Did lose the ball at the end there, but it luckily was out of bounds.
That's going to bring up 3rd down for St. Albert. Big play. About 3 yards to go. Good individual effort that time by Patterson because he was boxed in there pretty quickly. But he made something out of nothing. 3rd down, 3 yards to go for a 1st down, 5 for a touchdown.
We're going to need timeout here.
And once again, the play's just coming in a little late and maybe a little tardy in the huddle. But a wise timeout, their second one of the half, because had they not gotten that off, they would have been in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 3, much more manageable. Got a few more shout-outs. Chad?
Yeah, I'll go with the Bowmans text in. Special guest, Father Monahan, checking in from God's Country, Carter Lake, Iowa, USA.
Very nice. We also had Brian Holder, the Mad Statter, Matt Madsen, checking in. Says he's home with the family tonight. I don't know about that, but who am I to throw stones? And probably the most important shout-out of the evening, a huge shout-out to the Super League. Joe knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not a member of the Super League, there's probably a good reason for it. If you are a member of the Super League, congratulations, you are an exclusive company. Thanks for checking in tonight. Tony?
Shout out to 1999 graduate Jeremy Crampton, owner of the 1892 Beer House. He's got this streaming on the house audio. Thank you very much for tuning in, and says he's got a full bar. Thank you, everybody, for your support.
You don't suppose Roger Sandow's listening tonight, do you?
Oh, I suppose he probably is. I'll probably have a 2-page critique of my performance today.
Then let's give Roger a shout out because it is Third down, 3 to go for the Falcons from the Titan 5-yard line. Monahan takes the snap straight up the gut to Cherney, and he is met immediately by that Titan defense. Boy, they are tough inside. That was number 73, Dylan Cook. He gave up no ground whatsoever. It is now 4th and 4 for St. Albert. What do you do, Chad?
I'm not going up the middle. That's what I'm not doing. Honestly, as much as I don't love the play call, it looks like they're going to kick here. And I do love that play call. Take the points while you're here. Live to fight for another drive.
Wilbur is in for the field goal attempt. It will be about a 23, 24-yard field goal. Not too long. Certainly he can handle this. Snap is good. Good hold, and ain't no doubt about it. St. Albert on the board. It is now 14-3. Lewis Central on top. Just underway here in the second period. We're going to take a quick break here on StAlbertSportsFan.com and be back with you in a few.
Hildebrand Construction. Whether it is a big project or a small one, give longtime general contractor Casey Hildebrand a call with all of your home construction needs. Hildebrand Construction. Hildebrand Construction. Whether it is a big project or a small one, give longtime general contractor Casey Hildebrand a call with all of your home construction needs. Hildebrand Construction. Hildebrand.
Thank you, Alexis Narney, for getting us back on air once again. And thank you for tuning in tonight to StAlbertSportsFan.com. Vince Rue, Chad Hannon along for the ride on this opening week of high school football in Iowa, as Wilbur sends one high and deep into the end zone, and that will be good for a touchback. Absolutely love seeing two good high school kickers like we're seeing here tonight. 10:22 remaining in the second period. Lewis Central will go back on offense, ahead 14-3. Has really not been a bad game all the way around. I think both teams have a lot of positives they can take away so far. Obviously, you're going to have a plethora of negatives you're going to look at in film, but so far, it's not been too sloppy.
Would agree. Would definitely agree. We'll see Titans if they're going to run quick here or if they're going to take their time.
Shotgun snap to Pomeranke. Little screen pass to Humple. Nobody there. Holy moly, he's got a lot of room to run. Deo knocks his man down, and hello, goodbye. Jonathan Humple takes an 80-yard touchdown pass to the house from Jonah Pomeranke. 20-3, Lewis Central on top.
I feel like I might be jinxing it for the Falcons tonight.
There was just nobody on the right side of that St. Albert defense. I don't know if the play call was initially supposed to go there or not, but Pomeranke got it to Humple immediately, and goodbye.
And how about Hunter Deo getting 50 yards down the field to finish off that block? That is impressive for a man his size.
Hunter Deo does not need a lot more tape to impress people. That'll still make his tape. There is no doubt.
Absolutely.
Hindley on for the kick for Lewis Central, and it's good. 21-3 now. Lewis Central on top. Courtesy of Pomeranke to Humple, 80-yard touchdown pass. Chad, this is where you step in.
Yep, I'm just reading. I'm trying to keep up with my phone here. There's so much stuff going on. Thanks for checking in, Chris Jensen, Josh Jorgensen, both married to St. Albert graduates. Thanks for checking in and watching the stream tonight. Thank you, Brett Ray and Lori Hughes Ray, for checking in. As well as I was told by Roger Sandow, make sure you shout out my wife, his son Aiden, and then of course Jordan. She's probably in bed by now. But
nope, you only get one shout out. He used his up on himself, so that's it.
The penalty is to send your kids to St. Albert. Roger, we'll be calling you on Monday with enrollment instructions.
Going to take a little extra long break here as the kids get hydrated. Boy, that is tough on the Falcon defense. They had a nice drive there offensively, what I love to see is that the big kids here for St. Albert, Lewis Central, Rallis, Fedoni, Pomeranke, they're all making big plays. That's just what you want to see. But boy, they blew an assignment there, and that cost them.
Absolutely. That's where the athletes come to shine. As soon as Humple hit the open road, and I'll be honest, that's not a name I was familiar with before tonight, but I think all of Council Bluffs is about to learn about that young man.
Only a sophomore, but he's going to get plenty of time, and you saw a good reason right there. And yeah, let's give Hunter Deo another extra shout because he was way downfield lead blocking for that play, and he sprung the last guy. 10:06 here in the second quarter. Titans on top, 21-3. Hensley will be handling the kicking duties for Lewis Central. Hensley with the St. Albert connection, Chad.
He is a relative of, let's see here, it'd be Hondo, Steve O'Neill, and the family there.
Sherry's
son of Keith Hensley, so I think it's her nephew.
All right. And he's going to boot it downfield into a bit of a breeze. That one's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. That's Rallis looking for a little bit of room. Nice stiff arm. Gets outside. Keeps his feet all the way up to the 40-yard line. Terrific individual effort that time by Rallis.
That's the return that we were looking for on the last drive. Good job by Rallis there. We'll see who else can step up for the Falcons here.
Very wise to milk the clock as they have been. No success really running the ball for the Falcons, but I understand why they still need to try to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And especially you can get by with it in the first half. The Falcons are still within striking distance here. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're putting the ball in the air every time.
Trips to the short side of the field for St. Albert. Look for a run here. Option to the right. Monahan keeps it. Not looking to pitch. Gets over to the sideline after a gain of 3 yards. Probably a good decision there. If he was going to pitch it, it would have been very quick. And I think he was a little more running for his life right off the bat.
You bet. You bet. I think if he could do that one over, he probably would have cut it upfield a little bit more. But that's a nice play. I think you can build off of that.
Nothing wrong with that call either. Trying to run that to the wide side of the field. Give yourself a little bit of space. St. Albert definitely has the athletes to take it distance. Just got to find a little bit more wiggle room. They are going to line up trips to the left once again. Patterson, the only running back there with Monahan and shotgun. Excuse me, that was Cherney. He was right up the middle. And look out. He has earned himself a St. Albert first down.
That's a great run by Connor Cherney. That was all on his shoulders there.
Made one guy miss right off the bat, and he was very quick to the hole after that. Falcons find themselves now in Lewis Central territory at the Titan 48-yard line.
Falcons are slowing things back down here wisely.
Just under 9 minutes remaining in the second period. Still a very, very warm night here at Titan Field. Monahan surveying the field. Gives it right up the middle once again to Cherney. And Hunter Deo says, not this time. And drops him for no gain.
I tell you, that young man is a force to be reckoned with. He is kind of he strikes some awe on you there.
I do not envy the Falcon offensive line trying to block. And it's not just him. There's some other really big and good linemen down there for Lewis Central.
They definitely have some big dudes down there.
Lewis Central's I believe the 47th largest school in the state, and played 4A for a number of years and was very competitive, and you can see why. They've got the athletes. There are some real studs here. Got a spread formation here for the Falcons, and a timeout's going to have to be taken. Coach Driver didn't like it, but play clock winding down once again. Oh, he didn't get the timeout in, so they dropped the penalty marker, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Driver tried to call that timeout, was just a little late.
Credit to both these teams. There are not many hands on hips, struggling for air or anything like that. The conditioning is strong on what's a very warm night here.
I know I'm panting.
I'm sweating a bit up here. It's all right.
I was going to say something about Joe, but being the owner, I'll pass for the moment. Just for the moment. All right, Falcons have the ball. 7:53 remaining in the second. 2nd and 15. Monahan drops back, pumps, and look out. He is hammered. Is it a fumble or an incomplete pass? They rule it a fumble, recovered by the Falcons. That's going to be a big loss, and hopefully it's not a loss of Monahan because he got lit up.
He did not see that coming on the blind side there.
He gave a little pump fake, and it was just enough for the Titans to say that was too long.
If they're going to go deep, the line's going to have to hold a little bit longer than that.
Exactly, and they were trying to go deep.
Yep.
You're right, you've got to give him a little bit more time. He was trying to step in the pocket to get his legs into it, and it wasn't going to happen. 3rd and 24, tick-tock. They just get the play off again, right up the middle to Cherney, and the Titans are there. He's going to be taken down for a loss. That's Chase Wallace once again. And the Falcons are forced to punt. Just under 7 minutes remaining here in the second period. Not the type of drive you'd like to have. They started out pretty well. Cherney got them first down into Titan territory. Next thing you know, you've lost 20 yards.
Yep, and you look at it now, they're behind where they started. So
Wilbur's going to punt for St. Albert. Pomeranke back. Low snap. He fields it. And, just a horrible, horrible kick. But all the way across field, there's nobody there, and he gets a favorable roll. Hey, ugly is in the eye of the beholder. That was a beautiful punt as it rolls down to the 16-yard line of Lewis Central.
I don't think that one will make any highlight reels, but you know what? It was effective.
When I read that in the Nonpareil tomorrow, it's going to look like one heck of a good punt.
Absolutely. Falcon defense is going to have to hold tight here. Cannot give up another touchdown heading into the break.
Lewis Central with a 21-3 lead. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with you in just a minute.
Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring Funeral Home. When you have experienced the loss of a loved one, you can trust the people at Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring Funeral Home to guide you through the arrangements necessary to create a meaningful ceremony that celebrates a unique life being honored. Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring Funeral Home. Cutler O'Neill. Student Enterprises. Student Enterprises provides billing and accounts receivable services to home healthcare agencies. They can bill all payers, Medicare only or non-Medicare only. You determine what payers are to be billed, and they will customize their services to fit the needs of your organization. Student Enterprises. Student Enterprise.
Thanks once again to our cameraman Noah Narmi and our tech support, and that's not saying nearly enough to Alexis Narmi, who sets the whole thing up and keeps the whole thing running. She's the executive producer of St. Albert Sports Fan. Do you have a business card for that, Alexis? We need to get you one for sure. 6:21 left here in the second period from Titan Field. Crosstown rivals St. Albert and Lewis Central. You know what? They're battling. Everybody out there's battling tonight. Lewis Central on top, 21-3. They take over from their own 16-yard line. They have all 3 timeouts left. Let's see if the St. Albert defense can rise to the occasion here and keep this a 21-3 ball game. Pomeranke throws it out wide. That's going to be Lofton. He's going to get himself about 8 yards on the catch.
Big hit from Bennett Gronsell there.
Just a nice little hitch route there. Take what the defense gives you. I said 8. I think he's more like 6. Pomeranke in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Stacked up big time that time. That's number 55 for the Falcons, Greg Fagan. And the senior tackles Katzer for a loss. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Younger brother to Iowa offensive lineman Matt Fagan.
Matt, not a small boy in his own right. Matt's probably about 6'5", 290-ish.
I believe last time I saw, he's hovering right around 300.
Wow.
Big kid.
Pomeranke takes the shotgun snap, looks downfield, right at below the marker, and it's going to be incomplete to Lofton. Let's see.
They're going to give it to him.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Great job by St. Albert. He was open. If Pomeranke threw that ball a little bit higher, probably would have been a first down on that deep curl route. Instead, St. Albert holds, and they're going to force the Titans to punt with 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the second period.
That's a good confidence booster for the Falcon defense there.
Back to punt, Lane Fearfile for Lewis Central. His first action of the game. Snap goes back to him. He drops it down into that wind. Not a bad punt, and Rawlis takes it with no protection, no fair catch call, and he's wrapped up immediately. Good job that time by Humple on the coverage, who he didn't back off at all, and he timed it perfectly.
Credit to Sam Rawlis for hanging on to that. I think if he had it to do over, he'd throw the hand up there.
Well, knowing he got nothing probably, but Sam thinks he can score every time he touches, and he's not wrong. 5 minutes left. Great field position for St. Albert. Unfortunately, only one timeout remaining. They tried to use that one too, but got flagged for a delay of game instead. Those things are going to happen, especially in the first game.
Good to see Monahan back after taking that hard hit.
For sure. In the backfield, I can't tell if that's Patterson or Cherney, excuse me. Monahan, quick hit to Rawlis. Nice catch, gain of 8.
That's going to be the key to how they move the ball here. It's going to have to be quick hit, quick throws.
I give Monahan a lot of credit. The kid's never played quarterback before in his life, and he's hanging in there against one of the best 3A teams in the state of Iowa, and tons of pressure. He's got knocked around, but he's been up there for every single play.
Absolutely. He had a great year, like you alluded to earlier, on the baseball field. Looks like he's ready to contribute on the football field, too.
Takes a shotgun snap, hands it up the middle to Patterson, gets away from one, does not get away from the next, but he's got enough for a first down. That's going to move the chains for St. Albert, exactly what they want to do. Give themselves a new set of downs with 4 minutes, 21 seconds left in the second period.
New St. Albert junior high football coach Trent Thiessen checking in from home.
All right.
This year he's joined Nate Noon and Dan Daly as coaches.
Oh boy, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel, aren't we? Totally kidding. Great guys, great players in their day. Hunter Deo just absolutely ran Monahan down from behind.
Got a flag here on the short side of the field.
If they were both anchoring the 4x1, Deo just crossed the finish line first. Flag on the backside of that play. See what the call is, and if it's against St. Albert, will Lewis Central decline it? Unsportsmanlike against Lewis Central. Did not catch the number, did you?
I did not. The crowd was very excited about that one. I did not catch the number on that. That is the second of the night for Lewis Central.
And it was on the backside of the play. It had nothing to do with Deo that we could see.
No, it was thrown right about where the left tackle would be for St. Albert.
If you're watching this on the archive version of St. Albert Sports Fan, rewind it. You'll figure it out.
Let us know what happened. We'd love to hear it.
That's what you got to love about broadcasting these things on the internet. Go back and watch it over and over.
This one will probably hit the archive of my parents. I think they're pretty happy right now. I haven't said anything too dumb yet. Kelly and Jeannie Hannon checking in from home.
They'll let you know if you have.
He absolutely will.
All right, Falcons 1st and 10 at the Titan 33-yard line. 3 minutes, 40 seconds, and ticking in the first half. Monahan gives it straight up the gut to Patterson. I'll give the Falcon offense credit. They like something in that play, and they're sticking with it.
One of these days, it's going to come through.
Well, it did early in the first period.
It did.
Journey was able to take that up for some big yards, and we'll see if it happens again. But right now, Ben Mateo's defense for the Titans has made that adjustment, and they are just not biting on it.
Absolutely. We'll see here. If I'm the Falcons, I'm going to try to go to down here to Rawlis at the bottom of your screen.
Wide open. Great route by Rawlis, and he just dropped the ball. How unfortunate, because he had himself a first down and one-on-one for more.
That was the play. Good read by Monahan. File that one away.
And a good throw.
Absolutely. File that one away.
Right on target. Now it's going to bring 3rd and 9. 2:59 left in the first half. Rawls will come right back out here to the left side. I love seeing Thomas Fedoni matching up on defense as well. You'll see him here at the bottom of your screen, number 24. Monahan looks his way. Little good block.
Great block by Patterson here at the bottom of your screen. Great block.
Monahan looking for that wheel route. It was not there. He tucks it and runs. This time he didn't wait too long to make his decision. Patterson comes back, springs him for a block. Boom, first down Falcons.
Falcon faithful are excited now. Got everybody on their feet. Plenty of time left on the clock here.
They're going to need that. Only having one timeout remaining. 2:51 left in the first period, but 1st and 10 for St. Albert. Rawls matched up again one-on-one. Not a lot of respect for him on the outside by the Titans. There's Patterson, gets himself a couple. He's hit hard. There was a fumble on the play.
It looks like no call yet.
They
No call
gave
yet,
it to
yep.
Lewis Central. I was looking for the beanbag and did not see one.
It's not down there, I don't believe.
The referees confer quickly and say, yes, that was a fumble. Heck of a hit. I don't know who laid the wood to him, but he dropped it on the carpet. Lewis Central recovers, and how unfortunate for St. Albert, who had a great drive going.
They did, and you know, drives like this are proof. You can do it, but you have to avoid the mental mistakes, and that is what's costing the Falcons right now.
That turnover really did hurt them. They had a chance to bring this game a little bit closer. Timeout on the field right now. The officials have called it. I think it's for hydration. I don't know what the official call signal is for hydration.
They have a hand sanitizer jug out there, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know either, but there's another timeout. We understand. We're happy that everybody is healthy and playing.
Joe and Nicole Stewart, graduates of the mid-'90s from St. Albert, checking in. Say
Yep.
they're watching the game in their driveway. Why not?
Hello, Joe and Nicole. Been a long time. Thanks for watching.
Jesse Shea, class of 2002. All-around okay guy, checking in.
Jesse helped us out a lot at the hospital during the initial stages of COVID. Thank you, Jesse.
He is a hero, that's for sure. Make sure that he tells you about it.
Wow, Chad, finding his rhythm now. We want to thank everyone who's watching tonight on StAlbertSportsFan.com, whether you're in your living room, your driveway, your pool, or at a place of business, because we know there's some businesses who have us on tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Vince Rue, Chad Hannon on the call this evening, the opening week of high school football. I hate to say that because technically there were 3 games in Iowa last week, one of them involving a St. Albert Conference district foe, which we can talk about later. Lewis Central will hand it off right up the middle to Logan Katzer. Ooh, he makes something out of nothing there. And he gets up just short of the first down. Going to be 2nd and short for Lewis Central. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half of action. 3 timeouts left for Lewis Central. They got a heck of a good kicker. I'm sure they're going to try to get themselves down in field goal range.
Bennett Gronsall is one of those guys who always seems to find the ball on defense. He seems to be mixed up in a lot of these.
There goes Katzer again. Nice block out here. He's got himself some room. 1 man left to beat. He's taken out by Rawls, but not before a huge gain.
Got a flag here on the short side of the field. Might be a hold or a block in the back.
They may have got the receiver Lofton for a bit of a clip. Let's see. It looked clean from here, but I was kind of watching the ball and him. They're going to walk him back. Yep, holding call on Lofton. That's going to move it back from the spot. So it will still be, I believe, a first down. But they're going to have the ball now at their own 35 instead of the Falcons' 35-ish. 1st and 10, Lewis Central. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first half. They line up Fedoni in the backfield. He'll take the quick catch, but he's knocked down immediately by Cherney, who saw it from the beginning, came up and made a great open field tackle.
That's a tremendous play by Connor Cherney. He's a heck of an athlete, and the proof that you can run down a guy like Thomas Fedoni is just just even better.
He read it right away and took the perfect angle on him. Had Thomas gotten around him, look out. He had a lot of space, so big tackle that time.
Fedoni coming to the bottom of your screen now. He'll be matched up with Sam Goebbels.
Pomeranke fakes it up the middle, rolls to his right, looking for a little running room. No go. Guess who?
Connor Cherney.
Wrecking some havoc in there. And St. Albert, I think, is calling the timeout.
I like the confidence. Really, I do.
Going to be 3rd and 10 for Lewis Central. At their own 35-yard line. 2 great back-to-back plays by Connor Cherney. He is well-disciplined in his position. He took Fedoni out at a great angle, and Fedoni came out on a catch out of the backfield. Then the next play, he trips up Pomeranke, who rolled to his right looking for some running room. Without those tackles, there was a lot of open space for those 2 Titans. Quick recap, Lewis Central on top, 21-3, a minute 26 left in the first half. The Titans have the ball 3rd and 10 at their own 35. St. Albert has no timeouts remaining. They just used their last one this half to stop the clock and hopefully make a stop defensively to get the ball back. This also gives Lewis Central a little bit of time to draw up a play and Fedoni a break. We shall see. They've
Lined up here at the bottom of the screen with Sam Goebbels again.
One-on-one to the left. Pomeranke underthrows his receiver, but Lofton makes the catch. Defensive pass interference, I believe, is the call, but Lofton makes the adjustment, and that's going to be a first down, Lewis Central. A minute 20. Will they burn a timeout here to talk things over, or will they get right to the line?
Great individual play by Lofton there.
Great matchup, too. St. Albert had 5 DBs over to their left, Lewis Central's right, and they went to the one-on-one matchup on the backside. Shows a lot of confidence in that receiver over there. Okay, Lewis Central lined up, trips to the right. Fedoni and Fedoni at the bottom of your screen. Very soft cover 2. There's Lucci Fedoni with his first catch, looking for a little running room, and he gets it. First down for the Titans once again. Pomeranke taking what the defense is giving them.
Nice quick feet there from the sophomore, Lucci Fedoni.
St. Albert might be playing a little soft right now, almost too much respect for the deep ball. Pomeranke surveying down the field, throws it to Fedoni, but over his head. That was Luciano Fedoni. It's going to stop the clock, bring up 2nd and 10. 57 seconds remaining. Ball on the St. Albert 30-yard line.
Falcons dodged a bullet there. Humple was wide open. He would still be running if he would have tossed the ball, dumped it out into the flat.
Chad, don't you have to be looking for Thomas in this area?
Absolutely.
I don't feel like St. Albert is doing anything special against him. So if that look at the space he has right there.
That's way too much space there.
Pomeranke looking for Fedoni on the outside. He fumbles the ball. St. Albert picks it up and still running are the Falcons. Here comes Fedoni from the backside to make the tackle. A great play that time by number 57 for
Cale
St. Albert.
McLaren. Cale McLaren.
McLaren.
Got a flag on the field too. Might be on the tackle there from Fedoni.
Not sure what the penalty would be for. He threw him down hard, but it is a tackle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And give Thomas a lot of credit. He busted his tail to get down there and stop that from being a touchdown.
Looks like it's a hold on the Falcons. And what a play by Fedoni, though. You know, Cale McLaren showing some wheels for a lineman. Fedoni chased him down from probably 30 yards back.
He was the intended receiver on that play, and he was 20 yards downfield.
He is a tremendous athlete. You cannot say that enough. You don't see a guy like this in our area very often. You better enjoy it while you can.
Well, I'm fortunate enough to coach him in track, and he's a heck of a good 200, 400 runner, and you can see why with those strides on that play. But hey, let's give St. Albert credit. They forced the fumble, make a big return, and they're in business at the Titan 30-yard line, 29 actually, 41 seconds remaining.
Titans with the timeout here.
Lewis Central calling a timeout.
You know, the thing about it for the Falcons, you're almost going to have to score a touchdown here. The wind is blowing in your face. Sam Wilbur is a heck of a kicker, but I don't know, with this wind in his face, they're going to have to pick up a good 20 yards.
I was going to say 10 to really give them a shot because that wind is stiffer than you realize, but they would love to get a touchdown if possible. You got to look for your big guys here. We'll see how creative they can be in getting the ball to Rollis, Sherney, or Patterson. Monahan has shown a lot of poise here in the first half. We'll see if he's got a little bit of luck in him here now too. 41 seconds remaining. St. Albert will have it 1st and 10 at the Titan 29-yard line.
Falcons have got some good athletes that are receivers too. You know, if we could maybe get some attention on Sam Rollis, it might open up an opportunity for one of those other guys.
What has seemed to be successful is when they have gone trips to one side, single receiver to the opposite, and get that one-on-one matchup. As a matter of fact, it's been successful for both teams. Let's see what the Falcons dial up here. Monahan and Sherney in the backfield. Rollis to the right. He looks right. Buys himself a little more time. There's Deo again, and boy, oh boy, Deo drags him down for a loss and inbounds.
That is a killer. That is a killer. And it goes back to, you know, we need, you know, you gotta be patient with Brendan Monahan. He's gonna learn to throw that ball away, but you gotta be patient.
Absolutely. They snap it and they throw this one into the ground. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for St. Albert. And that's exactly right, Chad. Monahan, with experience, will learn just throw that thing out of bounds. Do not take the sack. The one thing you cannot do is take the sack inbounds. And unfortunately, that's what happened. But let's give Hunter Deo plenty of credit. The guy has got some wheels from the backside.
He sure does. You know he does not look like your prototypical lineman.
Especially in high school.
Absolutely.
Look out, blitz from the backside. There's Katzer, and Katzer forces a fumble. Lewis Central has it. Chase Wallace picks it up and goes out of bounds. Wow, you could see it coming from a mile away unless you are on the St. Albert offensive line.
That is a killer.
They did not see it.
What a great defensive play call there. Nobody saw that blitz coming.
Backside blitz forces the fumble. Whew. 13 seconds remaining. It's been back and forth here at the end of the second period. Lewis Central with the ball at their own 42-yard line. Will they take a knee? Or will they chuck it downfield to their Division I recruit, who just happens to be 6'5", 6'6", and runs really fast? That would be a knee formation, fellas. And that's just what they do. And so both teams will go into the half here at Titan Field. After a very entertaining first half of action, Lewis Central leads 21-3 over the visiting Falcons of St. Albert. We're going to take a little time out. Please watch the sponsor commercials, support St. Albert Sports Fan and our sponsors, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Don't forget to check in 402-981-2630.
Narmi Law. Joe Narmi is dedicated to providing the highest quality legal representation while maintaining a close relationship with each of his clients all throughout Southwest Iowa. Visit www.narmilaw.com for more information. Narmi Law. Joe Narmi is dedicated to providing the highest quality legal representation while maintaining a close relationship with each of his clients all throughout Southwest Iowa. Visit www.narmilaw.com for more information. Narmi Law.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to St. Albert Sports Fan. I'm Vince Rue with Chad Hannon tonight. And last but not least, Noah Narmi on camera, Alexis Narmi, our executive producer. We're happy to bring you this week 1 action. St. Albert versus Lewis Central. Live high school football from the campus of Lewis Central High School. That's the St. Albert Sports Fan owner you just heard on the broadcast, Joe Narmi.
Sometimes a little bit of political activism comes into the broadcast. Sorry about that, folks.
We are at the half. We're just a couple minutes away from kickoff, where St. Albert will be towing the ball downfield to Lewis Central. Boy, did we have a lot of shout-outs on the text machine today. Is that what they call it, the text machine?
It's what I'm going to have to call it from this moment forward.
Who'd you get text from?
Got a text from my wife asking the kids to go to bed. So Allison, Kellen, Colin, please go to bed.
Boy,
It's
talk
almost
about
8:30.
talk about a full-service broadcast. This is just like ESPN.
Someone's got a parent around here. Also, shout out to Graham Meether, I believe a 2000 graduate, current St. Albert dad. Big shout out to Lewis Central School Board, Travis Houston checking in, great guy. My sister, Morgan Hannon, and her boyfriend, Aaron Schwartz, class of 05, I think, St. Albert.
The Hannon family pretty much doubling the numbers tonight for us.
Have to
Thank
fudge
you.
the numbers any way you can. And Tyler McGlade, class of 2001, checking in as well.
Fantastic. We've got quite a few on this side, too. Justin Peckney calling in from Bemidji, Minnesota tonight. Justin, thanks for watching. You have nothing better to do up there, though? Come on. Who else do we have? Somebody who likes to remain anonymous, but I can't do it. Sam Duggan, out in Cincinnati, Ohio. Former St. Albert, former Lewis Central student. He's out there with Mom, Deb, sister Megan.
How about
Nice to
that?
hear the Duggans watching us tonight.
Hope Max is doing well.
Hope so too. Lisa Schwartz dialed in. Let's see. I wish I could read my own handwriting. G. King. How about Joe Poor?
Wow.
Joe Poor giving us a shout. Thank you, Joe. Oh my gosh, John Narmi. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Grandkids are not impressed.
Alexis and Noah are saying, I don't know who you're talking about.
Tough crowd.
Kev Cornelius. Let's see. Kevin Bissell also checking in with us tonight. Boy, if we forgot anybody, guys, we're really sorry. I do know Brad and Kelly Crone had checked in earlier, and their family. We hope we get you all, and we really appreciate you watching the broadcast tonight. And if you happen to be watching the archive version, thanks for tuning back in. Let's give you a quick recap. We're just about ready to start the third quarter. For Roger Sandow, that means there's 12 minutes left remaining in the third period. The score is 21-3. St. Albert falling behind Lewis Central right off the bat as Pomeranke hit Thomas Fedoni, the recently signed Nebraska recruit, for a 40-yard touchdown pass right off the bat. Pomeranke also had pushed it in from the 1-yard line on a quarterback sneak, and then he hit Jonathan Humple also in that first half with an 80-yard dump pass that Humple took to the house. St. Albert got a field goal from Wilbur, and that's all their points so far as Wilbur kicks off into the end zone for another touchback. I'm not sure, but I think every kickoff tonight has been a touchback, which is awesome to see in high school football.
Absolutely. The kicking game coming in strong here. That was into the wind as well, so great job by Wilbur.
So we are ready to go here in the third. The Titans break the huddle on the sideline. St. Albert's defense out on the field. Depth will definitely play a factor. It has been a warm night. St. Albert players playing both ways. Many, many of them. Very few Lewis Central kids playing both ways. Pomeranke will take the shotgun snap. He will hand it off to Katzer right up the middle, and Katzer will bowl his way ahead for a gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 for the Titans.
Falcons are going to want to stay up strong here on the defense, stand up straight, try to get a stop, rebuild some of this momentum if they can.
Will St. Albert be aggressive defensively, Chad, or you think they're going to try to just keep everything in front of them?
You know, I think they're going to try to keep it in front of them. If they get a little too aggressive, it's going to come back and grab them pretty quick.
Lewis Central's offensive line starting out very strong as Katzer picks up another 5 or 6 yards for a Titan first down. Such big bodies up front for Lewis Central. hard not to wear down that Falcon defense. And you said it earlier, Chad. Both teams look to be in very good condition, but boy, it takes a toll.
Absolutely does, and big shout out to all the linemen, both sides of the line here. They're running up and down this field, and they are not gassed.
Pomeranke hands it off to Katzer for the third time, who, guess what, goes right up the middle for another 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for Lewis Central. Want to shout out to Dan and Irene Gentili. Their son Jake on the sideline tonight for St. Albert, coaching them up.
Might be a good time for LC to do a play action over the top here. Falcons are looking for the run.
There's a quick hitch route outside, complete for what should be a first down. Coming down with that was Lofton for the Titans. Nice high percentage pass for Pomeranke, and they get the completion.
It's a nice open field tack, and I believe Bennett Gronstall possibly on that one.
Yet another first down this drive for Lewis Central as they methodically march downfield. Little hitch that time by number 3 of Lewis Central. And that's going to be a procedure call. Going to be 1st and 15 as they get pushed back to their own 36-yard line, 37-yard line. Just underway here in the third period of action. 21-3, Lewis Central on top.
Big good evening to Chris and Julie Hughes checking in from the Spillway. Chris getting his rest in for what's likely a big day of soccer tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.
One thing I know about Chris is he will always get his rest in. Chris, thanks for tuning in. First down, 15 yards to go from the Titan 37. Pomeranke in the shotgun. Going to hand up right up the gut to Humple this time. Humple takes it directly ahead, and that's going to be a gain of 6 or 7. Lewis Central really showing their dominance up front right now on both sides of the ball.
I'm not sure what the Falcons can do differently here to stop this run.
Buckle down, hopefully, bobbled handoff. You get a little penetration, cut somebody's knees out, whatever it takes. They need a play.
It needs a change of momentum here. Turnover would be lovely.
2nd and 9 for Lewis Central. Pomeranke, Humple in the backfield. There's a bad snap. Pomeranke looking for the handle, can't find it. Humple jumps on it, but that is a big loss. And just what we were saying, sometimes that's what it takes for a defense to get untracked.
Absolutely. I feel like there might be some clairvoyance coming from the booth tonight here.
Lucky guess.
What happens next?
9:30 and counting here in the third period. Going to be 3rd and 25, which is so frustrating for an offensive coordinator if you are just marching downfield, but you cut your own throat.
Wait, what's the call here? A draw, probably?
Pomeranke drops back, throws that little dump pass to Humple. Same thing he scored on from 80 yards away earlier. This time he takes up the field for a big gain, but not enough for a first down.
Probably 8 yards short, I'd say.
And that should force a punt for Lewis Central. And let's give St. Albert credit. They made the stop. One way or another, they got the stop.
Absolutely. Great job to Kevin Colgett and the other coaches on defense there.
Lane
Falcons rose to the occasion.
Fairfile back to punt for Lewis Central. Rollis back to return for St. Albert. Lewis Central in their spread punt formation. Opens up some gaps. Fairfile just chunks it right up in the air. That's not going very far. And it rolls backwards. That's about a 15-yard punt. And more beneficiaries are the Falcons because they now have decent field position at their own, 40-yard line or so. Down 21-3. Monahan, the sophomore, comes in to lead the Falcon offense once again. I thought he did a very admirable job in the first half, Chad. Coming in, never playing the position before, really just learning here in the last few weeks how to play it, and he has showed a lot of poise.
He absolutely has. We'll see what he learned in the first half. Hopefully he's going to apply some of those lessons in the second half.
Quick slant route, and boy, Humple had that one targeted, and he dropped it. He jumped in front of that slant as Monahan pretty much telegraphed it the whole way. Falcons caught a break.
I believe that's probably the first time tonight the Falcons threw on first down. Like the aggressive play calling. Shout out to, I'm not sure what exactly this means, so it's going to be an inside joke to somebody. Coaches Fantasy Football League. That's all it said.
I know exactly what it means.
Thanks for tuning in. Glad to hear from you.
That is an interesting group of characters in that one. Love them all, though. Monahan gets absolutely eaten up by Souther coming in from the left defensive end. St. Albert showed a little bit of motion, thought about a little trickery. It wasn't going anywhere. Lewis Central wasn't fooled, and it's going to be 3rd and long once again.
You know, what's the play call here? 3rd and 15, down by 3 scores. I don't think a draw play is going to work here. You're going to have to come up with something creative. I'd like to see a screen. You know, a screen pass probably wouldn't look too bad here.
Their best offense tonight has seen Sam Rollis matched up one-on-one on the outside and a jump ball to him. And guess what? They got Sam Rollis out wide. Now they're going to bracket cover, Jim. Going to try to take a little speed off of him at the line. Monahan's looking for Rollis, rolls out, nowhere to go, and he's taken out of bounds. And it's going to bring up 4th and very long for the Falcons. Punting situation. Good defensive stand by Lewis Central.
Titan defense definitely calling the bluff there. They had triple coverage on Sam Rollis and single coverage here on the bottom.
St. Albert next week will be at home versus Logan, a team that they beat last year. Actually rolled them pretty good, 38-7. We haven't even talked about either of these teams' districts for this year. St. Albert has a more competitive district this year, but there's nobody on their schedule that they can't beat either.
This is a great warm-up for the Falcons.
As long as everyone stays healthy, as there's I think a timeout on the field? I didn't see a flag
I got
anywhere.
a flag down here on the 38-yard line.
Not sure, I didn't. False start against St. Albert. They'll back them up 5 more. When it's 4th and 12, 4th and 17 doesn't hurt quite so bad. 8 minutes left in the 3rd period of action here at Lewis Central. 21-3, Titans on top, about to get the ball back. Wilbur punting for St. Albert.
He's got the wind at his back. If he can get it up there in the air, it might go for a while.
Soccer style punt, and goes over Pomeranke's head and rolls and rolls and rolls into the end zone. Touchback, and that is a bomb of a punt. If you're going to do that soccer style punt, that's exactly how you want it to go.
Absolutely impressive leg there on Sam Wilbur. Looks like we've got a hydration sanitizing break here.
And we're going to take a break with them. To be back in just a moment.
AvailaBank, our name says it all. We're available 24/7. We're available to make decisions right here in the communities we serve. That quite simply is why we're called AvailaBank and why Matt Gronstall and the AvailaBankers are there for you. AvailaBank. AvailaBank, our name Maher Funeral Home. Coming together after the loss of a loved one is an essential part of your hearing process. Let the staff at Maher Funeral Home help you every step of the way. Maher Funeral Home. McMullen Ford. At McMullen Ford, we make it easy for you. Head on down to their South Expressway location and talk to Dan McMullen and Larry Peterson about purchasing your new automobile. McMullen Ford. McMullen Ford.
And Alexis gives us permission to come back on the air. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody, on StAlbertSportsFan.com. I'm Vince Rue, alongside Chad Hannon. We are in the 3rd period here at Lewis Central. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left, Roger, in this 3rd period. 21-3 is the score. Lewis Central on top. It has been a good game. It's been very entertaining. There's been mistakes, but it hasn't been crazy for a first week. There are a number of good players on the field for both sides.
Shout out to County Supervisor Justin Schultz for checking in.
Little counterplay to Humple. Humple is met quickly by Cherney after a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down for Lewis Central.
Jonathan Humple has just been very impressive. For a sophomore, a guy that not many people have heard his name, he has really proven himself tonight.
Got a lot of athletic ability, and once he gets some game experience and he's not hesitant about where he's going to go and what he's going to do, yeah, he's going to be a good one. There's a number of sophomores on that Lewis Central team that are very good athletes. You saw Fedoni catch a pass earlier tonight. Hensley, the kicker. There, I could go on, but there are a number of good players out there, all ages for Lewis Central. Katzer gets the ball. He tries to get up the middle for first down yardage. It's going to be close. Good hard run that time by Katzer.
Looks like they have it. To your point about the sophomores, if my St. Albert education didn't fail me, there's 23 sophomores on the LC roster, the largest of any grade. Juniors right behind with 21. Surprisingly enough, only 10 seniors for the Titans. Falcons have 13.
They graduated a lot of seniors last year. They really did. Last year, Lewis Central made it to the state semifinals, just as they did the year before. Making it to the Dome is everybody's goal. Lewis Central's been there the last 2 years, and I know they have their sights set on it again this year. Quarterback this time was number 5.
That's a backward pass there. Great awareness by Marcus Duncan.
Ethan Fischel throws that ball backwards. You're right, Chad. That was a lateral. Lewis Central jumps on it. They recover, I guess is what it is it's really a fumble. Interesting that Pomranke's out and Fischel is in.
You got to wonder if Coach Cameron's not trying to see what he's got in the cupboard here.
Well, Fischel has been hurt.
Okay.
And they've been trying to nurse him back to full strength. He's not quite there yet, but on his way, and he's in the game, so that's a great sign. They also have Braylon Camrad, a sophomore, Justin's son, who could have been the starter this year. Fischel looking for a little running room. Crazy Legs takes it up to the 30-yard line on 3rd and 16. That's going to be short, of course, of the first down. Lewis Central is going to be forced to punt.
Bobbled the snap there. I think it probably slowed Fischel down some.
Just a little surprised that they haven't gone Fedoni's way a little more often. He's got a good matchup every time he's out there, being 6'5", 6'6".
He is just a monster at the top of your screen up there.
Yeah, I apologize. This is 3rd down. They had the board wrong there. This is 3rd down. Fischel gets the ball, looks downfield, throws a curl route to Lofton, who makes a heck of a catch on the sideline. And that's where 6'5" will get you, as he toe taps the sideline and gets the first down. Give Fischel credit too. That ball was right where it had to be. No one could get it but Lofton.
Absolutely was. You know, Brendan Monahan just a little short on that one. He'd be running had he been able to step in front of there. But what a play. What a play, what a catch. A way to keep your feet in bounds. That was right on the sideline there.
Fischel staying in at quarterback. He takes it, throws a quick hitter out to Lofton again to the right side. Lofton looking for a little bit of room, finds it, and gets 7 or 8.
Ball's on the ground.
And that is a turnover by the Titans. St. Albert ball.
David Helton with the recovery.
Lofton trying to work for some extra yards and just coughs it up along the St. Albert sideline. Falcons alertly pounce on it, and they're back in business near midfield.
See what the Falcons do here. Looks like Sam Rollis hobbling off the field a little bit.
Yeah, that left knee, your leg really looks like it's bothering him.
That's not good. That is not good for the Falcons. Hopefully that's a cramp.
St. Albert takes a timeout. 4 minutes, 42 seconds left in the 3rd period. 21-3 is your score. I think I'm about ready to cramp up myself, but
it's a little bit warm up here.
I'm going to man up. I'm going to get through it. Noah, pay attention to this, okay? Got some more shout-outs there, Chad?
I do. Sophie, Lily, and Georgie, St. Albert class of 2024 checking in. Also have Ben Hecker, I believe 2012. Ben Hecker.
Benjamin Hecker.
Checking in. Excellent lawn care.
Mother, Teresa Andrus, 1986 graduate, classmate of mine.
There it is.
Shout out to Darren and Teresa, too. You need help with the big words over there? Are you okay?
You know, I do. I have some challenges from, I do have a retraction. Graham Ether, I said class of 2000. Thanks to the 9 text messages reminding me he was 99. Apologize.
Fair enough.
Jesse Shea would like to see the word meow worked in 3 more times, so that's just 2 more.
That's a fair request.
And I
At
think
some point in the stop and play, Chad, I'd like to find out what you've done during this quarantine time. See if you've been doing any exercising or special clubs or anything.
oh, there it is. Walking club. Tell you
What?
what.
Walking club.
Yeah.
That might be interesting to some.
It almost to none. Great time. A couple guys in the neighborhood. We got together and walked every morning. It's one of Joe's favorite things.
That is
Aaron, shout out Aaron Walter.
good stuff as Monahan flips it to the man in motion. That's number 13. I can't read a thing because my eyes are absolutely terrible. Is that Goobles? I can't tell.
Yep, that's Goobles.
All right.
Wyatt Hatcher jumping in there.
Just too easy right there.
Too easy.
Too easy. There's just
Too easy.
too much penetration by that Titan defensive line. And I don't know if it's St. Albert's just not getting a body on them or if they're trying hard to get to a spot for plays like that. Might be why they continue to just run it right up the middle.
Falcons look like they're cramping up a little bit here. Goobles hobbling off.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 18, a loss of 8 on that play. Monahan in the shotgun formation. Takes it right up the gut and plenty of room this time as Cherney as he picks up 17 on 2nd and 18. Nice play that time, terrific blocking on the edge.
Yeah, to expand on that, shout out to the Old Man Walking Club as all the neighborhood kids termed it. Matt Sheffield, Gabe Wagner, Aaron Walter, Eddie Holtz. All great neighbors and good walking companions in the morning.
Big 3rd down play here for the Falcons, 3rd and 2 right up the middle. Titans are not fooled at all, and that is a loss of 1, which is unfortunate for St. Albert because they were back in business.
If I'm the Falcons, I'm going here.
4th down now, 3 yards to go. They're at the Lewis Central 45 and 3 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the 3rd period.
They've found some plays that have worked. Might be time to revisit some of those. Looks like here comes Sam Wilbur. A punt coming.
Punt formation. If they want to fake, this would be a good time, but Lewis Central does have 10 men up on the line of scrimmage. So I'm sure they have been well versed to pay attention for a fake in this position. Wilbur punts it downfield, a nice bomb into the corner, right at the pylon.
Tremendous
Did he
punt.
get it in?
He did.
At the 1 yard line. Could not have been better.
That is a tremendous punt by Sam Wilbur.
Doesn't get any better than that, and that will back the Titans up to their own 1 yard line. 2.5 minutes left here in the 3rd period of action. Still 21-3, the same score it was at halftime. Lewis Central on top. Vince Rue, Chad Hannon, happy to bring you the action.
There's a flag on that.
You got a flag on the play.
Reed kick.
That's a killer.
Well, I'm having a heck of a time seeing flags tonight. I really am.
That is a killer. Yeah, I did miss that. Lisa Roslaniak checking in. She runs the St. Albert Spirit Store. Does a great job volunteering. Great job. If you need any St. Albert apparel, it's the SA Spirit Store at stalbertschools.org. Email them. Tell them what you want. She'll help you out.
Another flag on the play. Looks like it's going to go against St. Albert as well.
That's
Yep.
Monahan on the bottom.
Yep, split out wide here in front of the St. Albert coaches, and well, that's the last place you want to commit a 5-yarder. But Monahan did. Instead of what was 3rd and 2, has now become 4th and about 14. Pomeranke, if he can get his hands on it, is a heck of a good returner. Wilbur trying to get it away from him. Punts it deep. Pomeranke will take it at his 5, has plenty of room. He's got a little bit of space on the outside. He's all the way up to the Titan 27-yard line or so. Nice return that time by Pomeranke. Last year, looking at Pomeranke's stats for punt return, he averaged 13 yards.
I hate to break your heart like this, Vince, but we have another flag down here at the 48-yard line.
I'm looking.
Holy buckets.
Like I was saying earlier, it was a very nice, pretty clean game. And
Talking to Coach Driver here.
Still waiting for a call. Here we go. Okay, holding on Lewis Central. That'll make the ball go half the distance back towards the goal line.
Gift for the Falcons there. The defense can stand up, make it work for them.
Definitely not a very crisp third quarter compared to the first and second for either team. Lewis Central had moved the ball really well here in the third, but a lot of mistakes on their part prevented them from driving all the way downfield. St. Albert has done the exact same thing. I think there's been more negative plays than positive plays this quarter.
If you're seeing the Falcons over here, they're doing a lot of stretching. Looks like the cramps are starting to set in. This is where having the majority of your team play both ways is really gonna start to hurt you.
Quite true. This is also where Jenny Ed Sports Med trainer Nick Finken really comes into action.
Best in the business. Best in the business.
This delay seems to be taking forever.
St. Albert dad Brent Segrist checking in. A name you may know, you may have heard around town, former Speaker of the House, current Iowa Western President of the Board, candidate for House here in town. Thanks for checking in, Brent. Glad you're tuned in.
Appreciate everybody watching tonight as Lewis Central is going to take over. The ball will finally come to rest after this long delay at the 3-yard line of Lewis Central, and now they're sending both teams back to the sideline. And because of this, I've had enough, and we're going to take a break. I'm throwing the white flag, and we'll be back in a moment.
Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs. With a wide range of carpet, tile, stone, wood, vinyl, area rugs, and laminate, as well as all furniture of all types, Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs has you covered. Stop on down to Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs and let the Hughes family help you out with all your household needs. Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs. Kelly's Carpet Armor Insurance. With offices in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs, Armor Insurance provides auto, home, farm, business, life, and health insurance to fit your needs. Armor Insurance is there to protect you along the way, so give Jay Sims a call at 712-323-4959. Armor Insurance. Armor Insurance. With offices in Atlantic, Griswold,
All right, we are finally back to action. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left in the third. Lewis Central has it at their own 3-yard line. Handoff up the gut to Katzer. He bowls ahead. Almost gets himself a first down. It's going to be close. A lot of individual effort at the end of that. Boy, that is one big, strong kid.
Great run. Falcons are doing what they need to do. They're standing him up, stripping at the ball. It'll pop out one of these times.
Second and very short. I know Lewis Central would like to put together a long drive here, run a bunch of clock. Everyone wants to get out of here healthy. That's the main thing.
Sam Rollis looks like he's struggling a little bit with cramps.
Official takes a bad snap from center, and he's tackled immediately. Great job that time. That's, I'm not sure who that is.
58?
59?
That's a tough one. 55.
Oh, that's Fagan again.
Fagan, yep.
Nice job. He's had a good job doing some penetration tonight, getting in early. But Lewis Central not helping themselves at all by having those center snaps come back on the ground.
Absolutely. For a team that plays in the shotgun, that is definitely something they'll be working on in the next week.
Going to be 3rd and 3 now. Official readjusts from the sideline. Sideline moves the running back over. Official hands it right up the middle to Katzer again. He's got lots of room. 1st and 10, Lewis Central at their own 20-yard line. Good adjustment that time by Lewis Central as the clock continues to run. There's Rollis again getting up very gimpy. You hope it's just a cramp.
There, he's going to come out. He needs to take a break, stretch that out. Otherwise, he's not going to recover from that tonight.
As a coach, I'd be getting very concerned. You've got John Helton at 5'6" over here at the left cornerback, continually going up against the 6'6" Thomas Fedoni. That's a mismatch, at least in the height. category. And Lewis Central goes right up the middle again. Katzer with a lot of room. Still running. Getting chased down from behind. He makes a move and gets inside the 20. It might be a face mask at the end of that play too. Logan Katzer.
That's a heck of a run. There's not much you can say about that. That was all on Logan Katzer.
He had a good hole right off the bat, and then, boy, he made one sidestep, and look out. A long-distance run by Katzer. They're going to call a block in the back on Lewis Central at the end of that run, not a face mask. Wide receiver trying to help him out. Instead, got a piece of the shoulder or the back, and so they're going to drop him back a little more.
LC offensive line coach and offensive coordinator Donnie Woods does not look pleased with his lineman on that one.
Humple checks in for Katzer as he tries to catch a quick breath. There's only 19 seconds left here in the third. Lewis Central after the big run, knocking on the door. 21-3, Lewis Central on top. Lewis Central coaches calling in the play from the sideline. Coach Camrad, Coach Wood, both signaling things. Matter of fact, I see Coach Bond signaling. There's a lot of hand gestures over there. Wow.
That is a confusing scenario right there.
It is. All right, Fedoni lined up here to the right. Handoff goes straight up the middle to Humple. He moves it to the left. He's got a lot of space. Almost took it to the house. Finally brought down by number 4, Bennett. Gronstall saves them touchdown. But Lewis Central really establishing their dominance right now up front. 11 seconds left in the third. The clock's going to run, and that should do it for the third period.
Shout out to Bo Wanvik, son of 2002 graduate Justin Wanvik.
And that will do it. After 3 periods of play, Lewis Central on top, 21-3. Give St. Albert credit that period. No score. They gave up nothing defensively. However, Lewis Central is knocking on the door as we start the fourth. We're going to take a short commercial break and be back with you in a moment.
EPCO. At EPCO, we provide quality products for commercial construction and multifamily projects. We strive to provide quality service, products, and pricing with every project we take on. Please give Steve, Joanne, or Phil Epperson a call. EPCO. Cutler O'Neill Reception Center at Walnut Hill Cemetery. Featuring an indoor reception center, kitchen faculties, a large outdoor patio and barbecue center, 58 parking stalls, a funeral and cemetery planning center, and pre-need and at-need planning. Call 712-328-1579. Cutler O'Neill Reception Center at Walnut Hill Cemetery.
Welcome back to St. Albert Sports Fan. Vince Rue, Chad Hannon on the call this evening. Happy to be here in place of Charlie and Army, Matt Madsen, the Mad Statter. They had other obligations this evening. Score is 21-3 in favor of Lewis Central. And what's worse for St. Albert is Lewis Central has the ball at the Falcon 15-yard line as we start the fourth period. A couple more shout-outs from our listeners tonight. Dave Reineke checking in, Sean O'Neill, and let's not forget Coach Tom Lorkovic. Happy retirement, Tom. Ethan Fischel in the game at quarterback right now for Lewis Central. Ethan did not start the game. Jonah Pomeranke did. I haven't seen Pomeranke come in at any other positions. We want to hope he's okay. Humple will get the carry right up the middle, still keeping his feet moving. Patterson finally gets him down at the 3-yard line. That's a heck of a good run and a first down for Humple.
Those legs were moving. Nice job on Patterson bringing him down. It looked like he was going to carry him into the end zone there.
Humple looked quick and strong that play.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mel Fedoni. Watching from what looks like the garage, if I can tell from the picture. Also checking in with the Reinekes again.
Absolutely love all the people watching tonight. Humple gets it up the middle again. Legs still moving. Fischel trying to push him in. not going to happen as the Falcons stack him up at the 1.
Ball came out there at the end. The whistle had blown. Great job by the Falcon defensive line standing him up.
Going to be 2nd down and goal to go. 1 yard line as the Titans look to extend their 21-3 lead beginning here in the 4th quarter. I've been trying to find Pomeranke on the sideline. I just can't. Hoping he's okay. He's kind of a utility player for Lewis Central. He does everything.
Logan Katzer in for Humple in the backfield.
Shotgun snap. It does. Fischel keeps the ball, rolls out, and wide open. Wide open was Lofton, and Fischel got darn excited and chucked it over his head.
He's going to want that one back tomorrow morning when they watch film.
He wants it back right now, Chad.
Absolutely.
He could have run it in if he wanted.
He absolutely could have.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
By the end of the season, he'll make that throw.
Great play call as Lofton was absolutely wide open. Fedoni Thomas checked out all the way to the right. Nobody on him. There we go. Finally getting the cornerback over there. 3rd and 1, and we're still in the shotgun. Katzer gets it, and he goes up the gut for a touchdown. Lewis Central.
You knew they were going to stick to the ground game there. 10:39 left in the 4th quarter for those of you keeping score at home.
27-3. Lewis Central. Interesting drive. They did what they needed to do. Humple had a couple nice runs that drive. And it's good to see the younger Titans getting some action and looking good in doing so. Kick is good by Hensley. And 28-3 is your score now. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back with Falcons on offense next. Once again, Alexis says we are back live. Thank you, Alexis Narmi, executive producer for StAlbertSportsFan.com. And she works on the cheap, Joe, so you got to like that. 28-3, Lewis Central on top. It's been a good game. A lot of mistakes in that 3rd period, and Lewis Central kind of drove it down the Falcons' throat here to start the 4th. See what St. Albert can do offensively. A little chippy kickoff that time by Will Devine, soccer player for Lewis Central.
Cy Patterson on the return. That's a nice return.
That's just what you need to do on those short ones. Just take it right up the gut, get everything that you can. Don't dance around. And that gives St. Albert good field position. With 10 and a half left here in the ball game, Falcons take over at their own 35-ish.
Thanks for checking in all the way from Switzerland. I think the only thing that we can figure out, the screen name is the Bartering Bear. So thanks for watching all the way from Switzerland.
Identify yourself, Bear. Haley Socha and Coach Duncan Patterson also checking in. Thank you, guys. Had a ton of viewers so far tonight, and we really appreciate it. Falcons take over. It's a little sweep to the right to Patterson. He is met once again by Chase Wallace and another Titan. That looks like number 7, Wyatt Hatcher. Hatcher's had himself some tackles tonight, too.
Hunter Deo on the ground. That's not good for the Titans.
Cook rolling off the field, number 73.
Beg your pardon. Wrong 70 number there.
Well,
That would have been scary for the Titans.
Titan fans happy to hear it wasn't Hunter. Not that it's good that it's Cook, but we've got St. Albert now, 2nd and 10. No gain on that carry by Patterson.
Good job by Patterson getting back to the line of scrimmage there. There was not much daylight.
Rollis all by himself down here at the bottom. Looks like he's been battling cramps here the whole second half.
Interesting that he was not returning the kick there. He must not be 100%.
Monahan in shotgun formation. Plenty of time on the play clock this time. Gets everybody set. And I'll be darned if there's not a penalty on the play.
I think that's going to be on Monahan.
Going to be offsides, actually, against Lewis Central. Lined up in the neutral zone was one of the D linemen.
I think the Falcons got lucky there. Monahan doing a little bit of deal with his hand. Probably led to the offsides attempt.
Full credit right now to the Falcon team. It is a hot night. They're going both ways, and they're holding their own. They're in there slugging against a team that looks to have aspirations for the Dome again this year in Class 3A. I think St. Albert, once they get into their own class, they're going to be successful. They've got some horses out there, and they've shown a lot of fight tonight, which is really what I'm sure the coaches wanted to see most of all.
They really have. That's the St. Albert way. Regardless of school size, line up and do your best and learn for the future.
Duncan Patterson finds himself a little bit of room up the middle and gets a first down into Titan territory. Good run that time. St. Albert has not gotten away from that tailback dive. They've run it all night between the tackles.
When we just saw the LC defensive tackle, Dylan Cook go out there. It's a good play call by the offensive coordinators. They ran that right where he was.
And St. Albert doing everything they can to milk that clock, shorten up the game, and they've been successful in doing so. Monahan looks like a blitz coming by the Titans. Will they run past it? Nope, they're going to run right into the ball carrier. No gain once again for Patterson. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10, right at 9 minutes and counting here in the 4th period of action from Lewis Central. Titans 28-3. Has not been a blowout by any means. It's just been a methodical game. Both teams showing flashes of greatness and flashes of, oh my gosh, we're going to get crushed in film.
Those Saturday morning sessions are not always the most fun.
2nd and 10. Lewis Central blitzing again. Monahan just nowhere to go. Caden Souther with his 3rd or 4th tackle for a loss tonight. Just too much to handle there. Souther checking in as one of the smaller guys on the line at 6'4", 220.
Titans are bringing the heat now.
They are not giving Monahan much time to do anything. And when you're always worried about getting decked, you lose your progression. You might be looking for one guy and then running for your life.
Absolutely.
Under 8 minutes now, 3rd down, 18 yards to go for St. Albert. Lewis Central just teeing off right now. I mean, Patterson had nowhere to go. Lewis Central knew that play was coming. Give Coach Matteo and his staff credit. They are well versed in what to look for and being assignment sharp. Brings up 4th and 20 for St. Albert. 7:20 left in this ball game, the clock ticking. Wilbur's going to come onto the field to punt. Pomeranke is back to return, so that's a good sign for Lewis Central. Whole punt return unit comes in for the blue.
Now would be a good time to snap the ball if you're Sam Wilbur.
Rollis came in from the sideline. Lewis Central never saw him. Wilbur kicks it across field, something he did earlier today and got a good roll. This time not quite the generous roll, but there you have it. Lewis Central will take over at their own 29-yard line. 6:54 left in this ball game. Got any other shout-outs over there, Chad?
I think I'm about caught up here. Let me just check the text machine, as we're calling it now.
I was looking earlier today just at some of the thinking about some of the D1 football players that have come out of these two programs in the last few years, and you look at St. Albert, and I know I'll miss some, but Matt Fagan, he's up at Iowa right now. Jackson Scott Brown, all conference linemen for UNI, trying out for the pros. Whether he hooks on or not, I don't know, but my gosh, he's been trying. Jake Waters, super successful in college, even had a brief stint in the CFL, and Matt Waters at the University of Ohio. And then I look over at Lewis Central. They got a pipeline going right now.
They really do.
Thomas Fedoni we all know about. He just signed with Nebraska, one of the top prospects in the country. You've got Hunter Deo, who's going to be recruited just as heavily as Thomas was. Max Duggan, perhaps a guy you've heard about, starting quarterback for TCU last year. With him, Drake Nettles kicking at Iowa State. Caleb Shudak kicking at the University of Iowa. Unfortunately, happens to be behind an All-American in Keith Duncan, but he still handles the kickoffs, and it was neck and neck before they decided on Duncan last year. Mitchell Brinkman, starting tight end for Northern Illinois. He just moved over to University of Southern Florida. Austin Simmons, another Lewis Central quarterback who was one of the top players in the Missouri Valley Conference last year, also trying to get on in the CFL.
If there's anything I know a thing about, it's South Dakota football. Fun fact, my youngest brother, Mason Lorber, is the kicker and a teammate of Austin Simmons. I've watched more Austin Simmons football in the last 3 years than I had when he was at LC.
Absolute stud, too.
Had a great career. He's number 2, I believe, in just about every statistical category in South Dakota, and he's stuck. But he's behind in the rankings, behind I can't remember Chris Strevler, who's tearing it up in the CFL.
Well, actually, he's got signed by the Arizona Cardinals.
Is he
he's
really?
On their roster.
Wow.
So Alex Reed was before Austin Simmons, and that was just in my quick memory. I'm sure I missed some folks, but my gosh, this is Council Bluffs, Iowa, and we are putting out a number of D1 Power 5 conference players. It's awesome.
One name I think we missed there, Logan Jones at Iowa.
Oh my gosh, how did I miss Logan? It's on my list, and I just forgot to say it. Logan, going to be at University. He's at University of Iowa now.
Yep.
Well, let's not forget, he was the state shot and discus champ and the Gatorade Track Athlete of the Year, let alone full-ride Iowa football player.
LC's got a great thing going here. St. Albert has a great tradition. Jake Waters coaching inside receivers, I believe, at UTEP.
Yes.
Now.
Yep. It's just amazing, and I think people are getting a little spoiled because it happens every year. It did not used to be this way. So credit to the coaches and the programs here in Council Bluffs are putting out so many stellar athletes. Lewis Central will take over 1st and 10 here in the 4th period. Catcher's going to take it right up the gut, 4-yard gain. They started at their own 19. I bet you'll see a lot more reserves coming in the game right now for Lewis Central. I'm not even sure if that was Katzer now that I'm looking.
Bentley Rasmussen, St. Albert 3rd grade, watching at home with the parents.
All right. Friday night, you can stay up a little later. I like that. Back in the day, we had Creature Feature on Saturday night. Fischel corrals a terrible snap again. Gets it right up the gut.
Sonderman again of the middle.
And that is not Katzer. That looks like number 30, Eli Sunderman.
Titans definitely have some depth.
They do.
It's remarkable, and it's not like Coach Duggan left the cupboard bare, but a lot of credit needs to go to the LC coaches and Coach Camrad specifically. I know on Walking Club I'd pass him every morning as he's heading in about 6 o'clock in the morning. He lives in the neighborhood. So these guys have been working their butts off all summer.
There's another run up the middle to Sunderman on 1st down. And these are all new linemen in there as well for Lewis Central. It's simple to say. They got a hell of a program.
They do.
They really have things going along right now. Yes, Coach Camrad and that staff have done a tremendous job. And I know I'm biased because Coach Duggan's a friend of mine. But Coach Duggan really set a tone and an expectation at Lewis Central that now everyone is starting to follow. And it's really paying off dividends for that school.
He definitely did. You'd have to think the whole reason why they asked him to come and coach here was to really do exactly what he did. He showed them how to win. He showed them the work that it takes, and you're seeing the effect of all that now.
That ball is kept by the quarterback, Fischel. He tricked almost everybody except Rawlis, who brought him down in the open field, but that's going to be a 1st down St. Albert defense bit really hard on Sunderman. Official kept it, tuck it right up the middle. First down Titans. Tick-tock. 4:47 remaining in this game. 28-3 Lewis Central on top. Before I forget, tomorrow's a big day for some other St. Albert programs who are also thrilled to be in action. The cross-country team, number 13 boys in Class 1A, and the girls are at the Glenwood Invite, and the number 3 Class 1A Saints volleyball at the Harlan tournament tomorrow. Big things expected out of those squads. There's Sunderman up the middle. Nice hit that time. I did not get a number, but really nice hit that time. It looks like it was number 24, David Helton. If I missed somebody, I apologize.
You know, and not to take anything away from the Falcons here, this is not going to go their way, but let's talk a little bit about Jake Driver. Long time coming. He definitely paid his dues. Like you said, 13 years on the staff. First game not going the way that he's probably going to want it to go, but he's got things going in the right direction. The numbers are strong on this team.
There's a lot of good things they're going to take away from this game. And I think it's terrific that Sunderman takes it upfield, going to be just short of the first down. When the original schedule of 9 games came out, these guys they were not going to happen. Then it went to 7, and Lewis Central found no one wanted to play them. As simple as that. And St. Albert was basically the same way. At the last minute, these two teams, these coaches said, listen, it's better than playing nobody. It's better than a scrimmage against ourselves. Let's make it happen. So you've got one of the biggest 3A schools, almost a 4A, playing against a team that really enrollment-wise could be an 8-man this year. And it is actually beneficial for both of them. So hats off to both of these staffs for making it happen. Official will keep it up the gut once again. That's going to be a first down as we are now under 3 minutes left in the ball game.
Just to build on that disparity in sizes, St. Albert has the 253rd largest school in the state of Iowa with 125 students in 9 through 12. LC at 697 last year, number 47.
There are 8-man schools with bigger enrollment this year than St. Albert.
But to your point, that is the St. Albert way. You don't back down from something like that. You show up, you do your best. It doesn't always go your way, but they will learn many lessons from this that will come in handy at the end of the season.
And another great thing that you see right here is Coach Camrad, on this drive in particular, had pulled all his starters. He had his reserves in. And that's the indication for Coach Driver to say, all right, let me get my younger guys in as well. That gives everybody a little bit more experience. Time on the field is invaluable.
Absolutely.
And now everybody on both sides is getting on the field. It only helps both programs.
Another shout out here, the Turner family, Steve and Jordan, Hank, Mac, and Clay, watching from home. Great people.
Fantastic.
Thanks for tuning in.
Love the Turner family. Michelle Turner, class of 86.
There it is.
Joe loves it when I do that. Official hands it off this time to a new running back.
Anderson on the carry up over the left side.
And yeah, that's number 26.
Jamari Anderson? Sure.
I think he might be a new student to the Lewis Central District, along with number 3, Marcus Duncan. They may have come in from Louisiana, but I don't know that for sure. I know we had a couple kids that came in.
Yeah, I had heard the same thing.
There's been so many transfers around the country with this COVID stuff. Minute 29 and counting, Lewis Central, as he gets the ball once again.
It's on the ground.
Cannot drop that ball, Anderson. He's got some moves, and he's certainly quick, but
he does have
gotta
some
hang
moves.
on to it.
Coach K was not going to be pleased about that one.
Titans recover the ball. Going to be second down, deep in the Falcon territory with a minute 18 left in this game. As we said, St. Albert will play at home against Logan next week. Lewis Central, well, they don't exactly have a week off as they host Sergeant Bluff Luton, only a 3A semifinalist last year, same as Lewis Central. Last year, LC pasted them 35-7 early in the season. But heck, Sergeant Bluff Luton, one of the top 5 teams in the state. Every poll you see, BC Moore had them number 2.
That's here in Council Bluffs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Lewis Central has a favorable schedule this year. A lot of games at home. So big expectations by both of these squads this year, St. Albert and Lewis Central. as the clock winds down under 40 seconds. 28-3 is your score. Never been a doubt about who was going to win this game, but it's been entertaining and hard fought.
It has. It has, you know, and hats off to both of these teams. Titans are going to walk away with the win. Falcons stood up, held their own.
Senior Preston Stevie in the background for Lewis Central. See if he gets his first carry. And he does. Falcons meet him at the line, and that's going to do it. Here from Lewis Central, your final score will be 28-3, Titans on top. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with your players of the game in just a moment.
Taubner-Peterson Law Firm. As a full-service law firm, our Iowa lawyers understand that the legal issues you are facing can be complicated, confusing, and span across practice areas. Call us at 712-325-9000. Taubner-Peterson Law Firm. Taubner-Peterson Law Firm.
All right, we're back to Lewis Central. 28-3, your final score from Titan Field. The blue home team on top. Vince Rue, Chad Hannon, ready to wrap things up for you. But before we go, I want to give you the players of the game for Lewis Central and St. Albert. For Lewis Central, we're going to go with Jonah Pomeranke. Jonah didn't play a whole lot in the second half, but in the first half, he certainly did some damage from the quarterback position, a position he has not played before. Came in, he threw a 40-yard touchdown pass to Thomas Fedoni right off the bat, snuck in a 1-yard run for the second score of the game, and then the third score of the game dumped one off to sophomore Jonathan Humple for an 80-yard touchdown pass. He also returned a few punts, and for his effort tonight, Jonah Pomeranke, the senior from Lewis Central, player of the game for LC. For St. Albert, Chad?
You know, I like Connor Turney for that. He did a great job running the ball when he had the opportunity. Played great defense from the linebacker spot. I think that there were many deserving players on the St. Albert side, but for me, it's Connor Turney.
From a coach's standpoint, what I liked about him tonight, he was steady. He was assignment sharp. He was where he's supposed to be. Had some disruption in the backfield more often than you would think, especially against that stout defensive line. And I really liked his effort. His motor kept going all night long. So congratulations, Connor.
A couple other guys, you know, Sam Rolls had a great first half. Looks like the cramps maybe got the best of him in the second half. Cy Patterson, good job, you know, against that tough Lewis Central defensive line. And then, of course, we need to give a shout out to Monahan.
Totally.
You know, tough game. Just like Jonah Pomeranke, had not played quarterback before, did an admirable job. I guarantee you he learned something from this game, and hats off to that young man.
So congratulations to both Jonah Pomeranke and Connor Cherney for being the ABC Electric players of the game. The final tonight, 28-3, Lewis Central on top. Tons of positive things for both coaching staffs to build on, and tons of negative things for them to harp on in coaching, in film session. For Chad Hannon, let's not forget Noah on camera, and Alexis, our executive producer. The Normies did a heck of a good job. Our owner, Joe Narmy, who's out calling in for KMA right now, thank you again for the invitation.